Hello everybody, and welcome back. It's been a while, I'm not gonna lie. Don't worry, we haven't stopped working on chains. We just took quite a long break, at least on my part. It's because of a quite life-changing moment. Finished school, moved out, got a new job, spent a couple months trying to get enough pay, or not getting at least severely underpaid in that job. And yeah, now I think I'm in a pretty good situation to continue working on chains. This was a lifelong dream at this point of ours to finish this game. I don't have much time, so I'll be putting in a little bit of hours daily. Ideally, probably like just 1 hour. Um, yeah, and while the entire time that we weren't working on chains, a lot of ideas were brewing up. One of them being that I don't really like the style of the game. I mean, it's improved a lot since the beginning, but I've always had this feeling that it was lacking. So the point of this video and all of the upcoming videos is I'm going to be going one by one through all of the assets I've already created and create a lot more assets in a new style that I have kind of brewed up on my own. I mean, like, of course, inspired by a lot of things I've seen in the past. But basically, here's the old mushroom I'm going to show. I've created two models so far, this style. So the style I've had in the past is I have this color palette. If I, F10, there you go. I have this color palette, and based on this, I just choose the colors on the vertex. And of course, the topology is kind of triangulated, sometimes square, sometimes n-goned. Somewhere here, I remember seeing. Yeah, oh my, yeah, just look at that. Uh, as you can see, I already have the habit to fix the topology, like off the topology that I see. Because I've learned a lot about topology. I haven't really specifically taught myself it, but just over the years as I modeled more and more, I kind of just built an eye for, like, in the past when I built this, I see the shape, but I understood that this is messy, but I didn't care because all I saw was the shape. I didn't understand the topology. Now I see more of the topology, but also the shape. Anyways, so the new style includes something like this. It looks kind of weird, honestly. But still, it's way cleaner, and when everything is going to be like this, I think it's weird because I'm not used to it. I'm used to this. But still, in general, I think it looks way better. I went through this with Coda, and he also likes this one way more. But in general, if you look at topology, it is just way better. I know for static objects, it doesn't matter because this isn't going to be rigged. It's not going to move unless I add some sort of shader that makes it kind of wobble, but that only makes the pixels wobble, so it doesn't actually change the topology. But I want to get in the habit of making good topology objects. So this is a image texture, brown mushroom. Interesting. Oh, that's the red mushroom that I also made. There it is. So this is the brown mushroom texture. I'm making this in Photoshop. And yeah, I want to just make a lot of models similar to this one. Oh yeah, one thing I also want to show is here. This has 2,171 faces. And this one, I thought actually going with better topology, it might have more because, I don't know. I don't know why, I just kind of felt it. But this one actually has way less. 765 was like 3 times less. Yeah, roughly 3 times less. So I'm gonna go through, and here's the brown mushroom comparison. I kind of made this look more like a, what is the word? You know, just a brown mushroom. This one kind of still looked like the red mushroom, just flatter. So I decided to completely change it up and make it look like this. So yeah, my plan is to every single day, let's go to hide this stuff. Every single day, make a model, just one. Give it the love and attention that the model deserves. Because earlier I was just rushing through it, just trying to get it so I could place it in the world. Now I'm not even going to be opening up chains. I'm not going to be opening the project. All I'm going to be doing is modeling. Today I want to model a tree stem, I was thinking. Doesn't really matter. I'm starting with vegetation. I'm going to start with that because, I don't know, I felt the most comfortable making vegetation. So I'm going to make a new collection. Tree trunk, I guess. While I'm making, I guess I'll try to speak while I make. I need to import Alicia here. Do I have Alicia? Because one thing that you always need while modeling is a reference scale. Go ahead, open up Alicia. One thing I also wanted to say is that these videos, because in the past I was really focusing on making high quality videos. I may have not been good at it, maybe I was good, I don't know. Point is, I was putting a lot of time and effort, there she is, into making good models. How big is the mushroom? Yeah, good size. And putting all that time on making videos, now that I think about it, it just meant I spent less time making the game. So I kind of decided to not make any good quality videos, but instead I'm gonna make this kind of more laid back. I'm not gonna edit at all. I'm just gonna record what I'm doing and then just plop it on YouTube. I probably nobody's gonna watch it. Honestly, I don't care too much. This is more for myself, so that I feel motivated and feel like so I don't lose track of what I'm doing, because I don't have too much time. Because I'm just trying to make like a little bit of a trunk shape here. Anyway, yeah, I don't have too much time. I've got my other job and a lot of other projects I'm working on. I just realized recording is paused. Oh god, what is my pause button? How long has it been paused? It's kind of annoying. I need to check all my pause buttons real quick. Pause recording numlock. I didn't click numlock. Let's get rid of the pause because I don't want to accidentally pause my recording. Okay, I'm not too sure what's the last thing I said. But basically, what I was saying, this is a rough start. I don't feel like re-recording this. I don't feel like re-recording this exactly for the reason that I was explaining, that I do not want to spend a lot of time working on videos for YouTube. I want to more spend time making the game and then just casually sharing what I make. So because in the past, I spent a lot of time trying to make a high quality video with, I guess, positive results because people liked it, but it just took too much time. I'm going to now be releasing these laid back videos like this one. Try to motivate myself to release as much as I can. Well, not release as much as I can. Well, I guess I would be releasing a lot. It's kind of actually difficult to model and speak at the same time. What I'm doing here is I'm making a tree trunk. I mean, we know that, but like I want to make one of those like chopped trees, so I'm actually gonna make it a little bit. This one might be a little bit too high. I want to make like with thick roots, so like later on this will be a bigger tree. Like this tree trunk will come from a bigger tree. It might be better to work with like a... So I'm not sure the best way to do this, because I was thinking to just get a cube, and because this is my usual workflow, is a skin modifier, and then I basically, I don't know, do this. But this, the point is this does later, like get roots sort of like this. But the point is this later introduces pretty bad topology, which I could retopologize. And I was thinking if I skip that step and use my brain to automatically make a nicely topologized mesh. Let's go ahead and grid fill you. Probably shouldn't do that yet, actually. Let's go ahead and get an edge loop there. And then it's going to be too many edges. Hold on, I'm still kind of learning. Because, like I said, now I see bad topology, but I'm still not, it's not second nature for me to, like, fix bad topology. So I want to turn these three into one. Actually, I'm going to turn these three into one. So for that, I'll just do that. Get rid of you. And I have two triangles here. How do I get rid of the triangles? Good question. I don't remember. Did I just get rid of you? Ah, yeah, there you go. Okay. But now you're not flat. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Oh, okay, I'll just move some things around. And I might as well do the same on this side. Let's do this. Join it, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. So now I have a lot lower poly mesh. Maybe too low poly. Yeah, I'm not gonna actually do that quite yet. I'm thinking. Yeah, I know these videos will probably be a bore. I understand that. Not too interesting to watch. But, like I said, I don't really care too much. Okay, now that it's getting really tight, because here it wasn't too, I wouldn't say it was quite tight enough to topologize, but here, definitely. So now if I want to merge this one, and, sorry, god damn it, this one and this one to make a flatter side, I do this. You might actually learn something, anybody's watching interested in learning. And there you go, retopologize. So now it's one thing I think I'm starting to understand is if once you work on localizing your mesh density, which is what it is, that here it's high density and here it's lower density, you don't really want to place edge loops because it starts going everywhere. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what happens, so I'm assuming that's correct. I'm gonna try to go fast with this. I'm taking a lot of time because I don't have too much time. I want to go to the gym later, and then I gotta work. So, oh yeah, get some like 3-4 more of these, but for that I need to really speed up. But I guess I could just copy and paste it and join it. Yeah, I'll do that. I just grid fill this. Yeah, I'll just grid fill it. Do I want it to be a little bit sharper? There it is. A little bit sharper edge. Maybe too sharp. I want to bevel that. I'll worry about making higher topology a bit later. So I believe this was made out of 1, 2. It's a 2 by 1, 4. So if I starts up there, 4, not 4, 3. So if I go ahead and delete these, grab. Let's go ahead and grab you. Rotate you to about here. Let's go ahead and get the next one ready. Let's say this one's going to be right next to it. It's right there. This one can be... Let's put you right over there. And one more right over there. Yes, tree trunk. This will look a lot better, I hope. Let's go ahead and bridge edge loops. There we go, perfect. And I'll work on making the shape better once I do this. So I feel like I gotta build a new workflow for myself because my previous workflow was just getting into sculpt mode, sort of like this, well, exactly like this, dino top, and then just kind of, you know, draw what I want. But of course, yuck, awful topology. So now, I mean, just look at that. It's beautiful topology once I get this looking nice. I want this to be like a truly thick tree trunk. I can make a smaller one later for smaller trees, but I want this one to really stand out. One thing I don't like is how close these are together. I mean, like, that's good. I want them to be close together. But I also want this sort of transition here. You know what I mean? Let's go to move around. I guess that will come naturally once I bevel this stuff. I gotta do this one too. Not that. What am I doing? Not that, that. Oh, I gotta do this one too. Wait, all three of these are... Oof, so this is the only one that's not connected? You know, sure. Nature wouldn't ask questions. Why am I asking questions? Do a little bit of a Bob Ross here. It's no mistakes, only happy little accidents, you know? I mean, like everybody, I used to draw, well, I guess not everybody, but everybody that has a hint of artistic nature most definitely drew painted following Bob Ross. Probably inspired my artism in the first place. Oh no, that was something completely different. That looks like less of a tree trunk and more of a octopus. Maybe if I go ahead and add a bit more I'm trying to think here. How would I make this look more like I probably should have gathered more inspiration, or at least any inspiration at all. I kind of completely forgot about that, and I'm kind of just doing this out of my head. I haven't looked at any references of how a tree trunk would look and act or anything. I know inspiration is a pretty important part. Yeah, that's, I feel like adding a little bit of an arc at the beginning there really adds to it. Like if you look at this one right there. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, because this looks almost too, I know trees are organic, but almost too organic. Scale you, bring you up, scale you down as well. Now it's still low poly. I'm not changing that part of the game. just the difference is you don't see that slow poly because it's smooth. So I guess it's not low poly. Honestly, I don't really know. But the base mesh is still low poly. In fact, it's even lower. It's lower poly than the low poly models I've had in the past. If I go ahead and like make the base here thicker in general. So I guess this workflow is just make something move around the vertices until it looks good. Not an easy task. You gotta have good, what is the word? Like the understanding of the 3D world. So I can visualize exactly how this stuff is supposed to work out. I've had quite a lot of practice over the years, so I think I'll be fine. I'm not sure if I'm going to be talking throughout all of the episode and every single video. Oh, I have the hiccups. Or the burps. Oh, those are burps, not hiccups. Like little quiet ones. The ones that kind of just happen in your body and don't come out. Would that be a hiccup? Is a hiccup a quiet burp? I don't know. I haven't had the hiccups in a while. Okay, that's pretty cool. What if I add like a few smaller ones coming out? That's just a what if. Somebody's texting me. Okay. Yeah, I've lots of my computer. Probably should have thought that through. You know, a little bit of privacy on the videos. Oh well. Oh, you know, I'm liking that. I'm liking how it kind of like sticks out like that in some parts. That really makes it feel what is the word? Feel Trumpy. Yeah. Feels Trumpy. So now this topology is a little bit wonky here. Probably shouldn't have extruded at this intersection, but what happens if I... Oh, actually subdividing is quite fine. I'm not going to be subdividing, but I like to subdivide just to see if my topology is working how it should. So it's a nice little test, because if you have bad topology, then the subdivision will look not too good. So the fact that this looks alright when I subdivide, you can see it's got decent curvature. I should probably mute it. I don't know how to mute it. I'm a computer genius, but I have no idea how to mute it. I'm just kidding. I'm not a genius. I'm just some guy that's having fun. Yeah, that looks great. Let's add some more. So let's go ahead and add one here and one here. Extrude long normals. Yeah, I'm now realizing that these videos are gonna be so boring. But like I said before, it's more for me. Probably a little bit selfish, but I really just want to put this stuff out as motivation for myself. And the reason it's gonna be boring is I'm not good at talking. I'm not a good talker. I'm literally an introvert, and talking is one of the hardest thing for me. So once I run out of things to talk about, which I kind of already did, I mean, I know there's actually a lot more for me to talk about. The problem with being introvert is you forget, at least for me, you completely forget about what you had to talk about. It just entirely slips your mind. I was being very careful with the mushroom to keep it really nice and low topology because I knew that the mushroom is something that could be scattered around a lot. However, this tree trunk, not the president. This tree trunk, I wouldn't worry about it being too low poly. It could too high poly, sorry, because it's not going to be an asset that's going to be everywhere. Let's see if I shade smooth it. It's kind of weird. Oops. And then that looks pretty cool. Now it's 1,800. Yeah, it's actually not that bad, even subdivide like this. I will have to subdivide it because this is just too low poly. Although it does kind of give it a little bit of charm. I'm going to have to see how it looks in the game engine and with textures applied. This might be like a level, LOD level 1, and the LOD level 0 is this version. I'm going to have to add some extra edge loops, supporting edge loops. But first I'm good. Yeah, I'll work on the LOD version 1 and then subdivide it later. I know the proper workflow. I did a lot of research before starting this kind of journey of mine on making game assets, because I've made a lot of game assets in my past for chains, of course. But they were all amateur, right? They weren't properly done. They weren't done the way it should be. And the way it should be done is first, I mean, this is what I found the professional workflow is. First, you make the high poly model, and then you make a low poly model and bake the detail onto the low poly. And that way you don't actually really have to deal with LODs because you already have a very low poly, and you have a normal map that bakes the textures onto it. However, oh, I kind of like how that goes like that. Sorry, I just thought of something. So if I kind of, you know, it kind of seems like the flow just makes it so that something's asking to come out. Yeah, it's me to say I'm gay. I'm kidding. I like gay people. They don't. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. I hope YouTube doesn't. I don't know what the rules are. I know you should be reading it before you start uploading or something, like the policies, but I don't really like reading. I don't know what jokes I can make. Okay, it's starting to come together. Make another. Let's actually only make it with this. Very squarish. But I think it'll be fine, especially once I subdivide it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, this actually looks a little bit weird. I think it's too thick. I think that's the problem. Oh. I was I was just thinking now if I should later on speed through like in edit the quiet parts, but then I thought, wait, now I'm starting to think about how I can make the view experience for you guys more enjoyable. But that's no longer my job. I've decided I'm not gonna try to make your watch experience enjoyable, which, like I said before, is probably quite selfish, but this isn't for me. This is for the name of the for the name. This is in the name of the game. Try to make chains an actual thing. If I felt like maybe in the future start making a lot of money or something, I could hire somebody to edit videos. That'd be cool. Cause I do enjoy editing it, but that's not like, I don't know, my main. It's not my main focus. And when I edit too much, I get tired and burnt out. So maybe I don't enjoy editing as much as I think I like, because I could model for hours and hours. I could make stuff for all day and still want to do more. I'm waiting for it to render, and I just want it to finish so I can make more cool things. Let's see how. Yeah, I don't know if this is proper topology. Like if I want to add an edge loop and it just goes everywhere, I don't know if that's proper. I want to ask if anybody knows about modeling. To write in the comments about it and tell me whether it's proper technique, like if this is good or should I avoid this. But I still have a feeling that almost nobody's gonna be watching. Okay, I think I was gonna add detail. Yeah, let's add some detail. But I want to kind of first, let's add a supporting edge loop. Let's add 2 supporting edge loops like that. And then I want to extrude you down because you're sort of the tree trunk. I mean, this entire thing is a tree trunk, but what I meant is you are the inside or the wood of the tree. Like that. I know it's like very uniform, and I was thinking about like having it dip down to yeah, let's do that. I think that'll look pretty cool. Now is my brain thinking, how do I do that? Let's go ahead and do some other things for now, like bring this up, bring this also up, bring some down so it's not so, like that one goes more up, like the root, you know, like the root literally would have been still going up until the tree was chopped pretty low right down to the roots. Oh yeah, that really gives it character. This one, not this one. This will be just to support this. Yeah, I like that. I don't want it to be too different, because then when I scatter these around, I'll only have one version, unless I make a few other versions. I doubt. I mean, I'll make smaller versions, but like of this big one, this is going to be the only version. So I don't want it to be too unique, as in like, I don't know, I literally have like that, which looks very unique, but now every single tree trunk will have that, and it'll be obvious, like, oh, here's another unique tree trunk. So when you're kind of scattering the same assets around, you got to be wary of that. You don't want to make the model stand out too much, because then all of the scattered models are going to be standing out too much, unless this is a model that is actually going to be used only once. For example, islands that I'm making for chains. One island is only going to appear once, unless it's you know, like side islands for side quests that don't matter too much. Like the island itself doesn't matter, it's the content on the island that matters. Then yeah, wait, what am I talking about? It's kind of difficult to model talk about something completely unrelated at the exact same time. I lost track. Doesn't matter. What do I want to do? 35 minutes. Tree trunk is nearly done, the model. I want to do you. I'm trying to think how to do this. Let's get rid of the subdivision modifier, because it's going to confuse stuff. But first, I'm going to bring you down. I know it's going to look awful. So let's see. This supporting edge loop. So this is tree trunk material. Let's just delete you, and then I'll work from there. How about that? Oh god, zooming is going crazy, because if I zoom from there, it goes crazy. Yeah. So this edge loop is going to be wood. So let's do that, actually, so I don't forget. By that, I mean mark the seam, so that later when I unwrap it, I know that this is going to be the wooden part. And this is also going to be the wooden part right here. So actually clear the seam. Fill you, fill you. I feel good. Na, 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 na. This is cringe as fuck. Da, na, 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 na. Okay, now the problem is, that's not a problem. No, that's not a problem at all, because, wait, where'd I, oh, because I should have done it from here. There we go. And I could just smooth this out. This is my supporting edge loop over here now. See how smart that is. I guess the wood, oh yeah, that would definitely make sense where the wood kind of sticks out like that, because the wood doesn't come from the core. That's not the core. The bark, the wood bark. It rather comes from an inside. So I guess most of the time when I don't have what to say, I'll be talking about what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. Mark the seam. How does this look? It definitely needs some supporting edge loops. Most definitely. I guess I'll turn these into supporting edge loops. Can I do, yeah. Because earlier I did that, but now I want you as well. Like, I could have like manually redo it, but I just figured, why should I if I can just do this? Will that be enough? For there, yes, I would say that's okay. That's good. That's good. Now here I have a supporting edge loop. I don't have a supporting edge loop here, so I'm just gonna do that. And of course, clear the seam. Can I clear the seam? Oh, so I can't. There is no clear seam when you have face select. Interesting. So there's my wood selected. You look right there awful. Right? You look awful? Yeah, look at that topology. That is not good. So I probably shouldn't have done it this way, is what's telling me. So I got the supporting edge loop here. And then like, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm just gonna do that so I can have this edge here. I could like get rid of that. This still doesn't look, I doubt this will look good. It's not the worst. Hold on, because I have 3. So you go from down there to there. what if, hear me out, I get rid of all these supporting edge loops. Get rid of you too. And I get rid of the supporting edge loops I made here. Get rid of you. And now, what I do, let's go ahead and clear the seam. I know I did that for a reason, the seam, but now the reason has changed because I want proper topology. Even though this tree trunk won't be moving, so the proper topology does not matter, I still want it. Okay, so now I have you, and I just simply bevel. Sorry. Because I'm not too sure how the topology, I've never really saw like good topology flow where this corner goes into 3 different things. So let's see how this does it. It makes a triangle. That's how the bevel deals with it. And I didn't select you. I didn't select you. Triangle is alright. I know one thing I learned is that you don't always have to try to go. Let's see how that looks. That's alright. Yeah. I'll accept it. Let's go ahead and add a supporting. I can't. There are 5 faces. Here are 5 faces. Ooh. How do I get rid of those 5 faces? I could just join you and you, and then I have 4 here, but then 3 here. Is that better? Oh, I'm actually pretty tired. I woke up pretty fast. I'm pretty early today. I don't know if you guys have the same where you have a good night's sleep, like you're sleeping hard, but once you wake up once and you have something to do in the day, something that you actually want to do and can't wait for, your brain just, the moment you wake up, your brain just starts thinking about it, and there's no way you can go back to sleep. Even though I know, because I need quite a lot of sleep. And despite me wanting it, there's no way I will get it. So you just decide to wake up. That didn't fix the problem. I thought that would fix the problem. Wait, no. Oh wait, no, it did fix the problem. I thought about this earlier, but I didn't really want to add more topology. Like, how much topology do you have now? You still only have, you have only 600. Oh wait, but if I now decimate 2,300, you know, that's not bad. I quite like that. For a tree trunk, that won't be scattered too much. Like, this will be probably scattered less than a house, and a house will probably have probably 15,000 or so vertices. I think this is perfect. Go lower you so that it feels more like it's popping. There we go. And I know I added quite a lot of character with this indent, which I said earlier to try to avoid, but I think this might be just the right amount of character. Not too much, but not too little. Make sure it's still curved nicely. There we go. I like that base model. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Of course, I want to give it all the love it deserves. But I quite like this model as it is. So I think it's got plenty of love. I could keep on tweaking it, but I got to get on to texturing it. I guess I'll still keep on tweaking it, despite me saying that I'm moving on to texturing. Let's actually see, is this like cricket or something? If I put on a plane, bring it a little bit down. Yeah, no, this is fine, because some tree trunks I could bring lower, and some I could just bring a lot higher, and it will give, you know, that kind of, oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Just imagine walking, oop, that's no collision. No collision, it's interesting. What if I walk on you? Oh, why is this, why are you tiny? Where was it? Navigation, gravity, walk height. Let's go like a 1.8. Jump height could be 1 meter. There we go. And my walk speed is also very slow. Walk speed. What's the average walk speed? Like 2.8 meters per second? Yeah, that feels alright. So this tree trunk actually is kind of small. No, like I'm trying to imagine like hugging a tree. My arms would kind of go all around this. If I bring you all the way up, like you see that. That's pretty thick tree actually. If I want a small tree, oh, you know, this model actually scales pretty well. I mean, it's stretched, sure, but it doesn't look too stretched. Like if I do that, that just looks like a bog tree or something. Okay, enough of that. Texturing. My texturing method, the new one that I did twice so far, 47 minutes, 47 minutes of recording. I want to try to finish this within the hour. Can I do texturing in 10 minutes? Probably not. But let's see, image texture, new, I think that'll be good. Is this called a tree trunk or like a tree stem? What is this called? I'm not too sure. I guess it's a tree trunk. One thing I forgot about is UV unwrapping. I don't know how I could forget about that. And I got rid of my UV seam over here. So let's go ahead and get that back. Mark seam. Okay, I know this won't look good. I'm just gonna unwrap it. So this is my. There it is. This is the top. So I could tell that this is the part that goes down. Yeah, okay, perfect. So this is the top part. And this is the bottom. The bottom, the best way. Let's see. Do I go just trunk by trunk? I want them to be, this might be difficult. Because I'm trying to think so that later when I draw on it, it merges nicely. Okay, I think first what I'm gonna do is cut you in half. The bottom won't be seen, so that's fine. So cut you like that, and then cut you. There are a few triangles here and there, but oh, don't worry about the triangles. I could like merge these together. But I don't think that's too necessary. Okay, I'm gonna cut it in half. Just like that. Do I want to merge these? Like that. Yeah, just got rid of a few triangles and it looks about the same. So might as well. Might as well. Could do the same with this one, but I think I'll keep this as is. Oh, but now I don't have the supporting edge loop. I still do have the supporting edge loop. Yeah, okay. That's all in all decent play. Now, okay, now that I have you separated on you and you, this is difficult. Trying to think about this. I might have to up the resolution. I will see how it looks later. So, definitely want to have the seams here at the bottom. That's not what I wanted. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? There it is. Control click. Oh, I'm getting... Excuse me. I'm getting tired of talking already. An hour of talking not doing me too good. Maybe it's just the sleep thing. Didn't sleep enough for my standard. Ooh, wait, that's ugly. There we go. Yeah, good enough. I want to add a supporting edge loop there. I think I also want to go like that. Like, so whenever I have these, I need to specifically go like that. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of go random. See what happens. Just explore. Don't worry about the consequences. The main thing is I want to keep them connected because when I'm going to be drawing on it, because I'm not actually drawing on the model itself, which might be bad, but I don't really have a way. I mean, I could do it right in Blender, but I did get my hands on Photoshop, and I kind of want to use that. So I'm thinking about of doing this by unwrapping it and then painting right on the mushroom was pretty easy because it was a simple mesh. This is more complicated, so I might have to pivot and change my methods just a little bit, and I might have to paint directly on the model within Blender, which is fine. But I'm starting to yawn quite a bit, man. I definitely want to use Photoshop as much as I can because I want to learn it. I'm not too proficient at it quite yet. But once I do learn it, another tool in my tool belt. I guess that's how you say it. And it's a pretty damn good one, so. Okay, I'm just going to try unwrapping and see what happens. Unwrap. That is not half bad. That is actually really good. You could clearly see here goes the center and then the main one, and then some of the offsprings just go like that. Yeah. I really like this. And then what are you? You're the bottom. You're the bottom, and you're the top. Yeah, I really like this unwrap. This turned out perfectly. I didn't know what was going to be of this, but I think I did a good job. And all of the seams, I'm just going to have to make sure that this lines up nicely. And this right here. Because this could be noticeable. The bottom, as long as they're somewhat the same color, which they will be, it won't be noticeable. And this is going to be an obvious seam because it's a change of color. Okay, best way to orient this. What if I go ahead and do that? Like, just like this. This one's kind of weird, though. Is this the center? I wish it would maintain the shape kind of like this one did. Hold on. Let's do this. Select... Not this, that. Select U. So you can see it's kind of an L shape here. I guess there is an L shape. Okay, I'll manage. I know that U equate to U, so I might just scale. I don't know, because point is I want more detail here, because it gets pretty compressed. I can have less detail around there, but I want... Okay, before doing that, maybe I stretch this out to use more of the UV space. Like, it's fine if the UV is stretched. Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break now because 1 hour has passed. And I'm gonna go stretch. I'll be right back. I'll pause the recording, don't worry. I can do that much. It's not editing, just pausing it. Okay, I'm back. If you don't know, I mean, of course you don't know. Nobody knows. I am trying to, between like every hour of working, I want to get up just for a little bit and do some stretching or something because, well, not something, specifically stretching, just to get some more movement in my day because this sitting lifestyle really isn't helpful. I'm feeling my back already and I'm pretty young. So I have decided to make a change where I move a lot more, be a lot more active. Because I do go to the gym, but that's not active enough because I only go, once every 2 days. Sometimes I don't go at all because of reasons. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. Sometimes you can't. That kind of stuff just happens. Yeah, I'm thinking about how to do this properly because while scaling up is also good, it'll also compress here, so I don't want that. So I actually better to just move you in more. And now we got a lot more detail there. So I will... yeah, okay, I'm recording. I could technically stream these, but I feel like maybe in the future. Streams are meant to be watched by people. I'd feel quite lonely if I just streamed it and nobody watched. Wait, what is this? What are you exactly? Did I make a mistake? Like I thought. I was thinking if you might have been accidentally you, but you are you, and you do not need that much detail. Yeah, I'm looking up here because it's also moving you. I don't want you to move. I don't want you to move that. I just don't. Because what are you here? Oh yeah, no. I need that. I need this detail. Wait, do I need this detail? What is it? What are you? You're that. And you're that. Okay, so I don't need this as much as I thought. So you're gonna be pretty small. Because these two are the main ones. I definitely need detail there. Could scale the individual face. You know, a lot of detail will go there, but that's alright. Ooh, the problem is I already unwrapped. And I've already modified this quite a bit. So doing this will be kind of annoying. But, no shortcuts. Remember, said I'm gonna give this the love and attention that it needs. So I made a mistake. Well, too bad. Do it again. I gotta resize everything. God damn it. Well, this is what it means to give the love and attention to every single model that you're making. I'm gonna have to do this with everything. Well, of course, as I do this more and more, my workflow is gonna be much faster, much better, much more. What's the word? Efficient is what I'm looking for. Are you not? You're connected only. I don't want connected only. Let's go and scale you up first. Increase the detail in general. And do that. Are you necessary? You are more necessary. See, because I zoom in here, look how much this part here is going to be very pixelated. Do I have to go to 4K? 4K, 2K. Nah, I don't think so. It should be alright. I just need to do this a little bit smartly. Wait, that's why you're set to connected. I guess I'll hide you. So I definitely want more focus here because you're going to be the focal element. Now that I'm thinking about it, these are not going to be as important, the stems, because I think the top will be more noticeable than anything else. So I'm going to make sure they have nice high quality. And then, okay, you're a little bit too compressed. I don't like that. That's no good. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now the bottom doesn't need too much detail, but this top piece, I want to give you as much space as I can. bottom really doesn't need much detail, does it? Trying to think how I can give it that detail, that space. If I rearrange you a little bit. Just like fit in the corner is what I'm thinking. And then what? No. Don't like that. It was better how it was. Might do like that. So I could scale you way up. But then you have to scale you down. This is a mess. I don't know how to use up the most of the space. I don't want to scale you down though. It's not something I'm comfortable with doing. I'll move you in closer. You're right next to the edges. Okay. I think I have something here. Oof, that was rough. And I could go to place you here and give the bottom some more detail. That was pretty rough, but I got something. Okay, I like this. Oh boy, I am getting tired. Let's go ahead and do the tree trunk diffuse here. Pretty close there, doesn't matter. Pretty close to the edge here, but I think it's all good. It's all good. Now, here's my workflow. I'm gonna export the UV layout. I have brown mushroom, red mushroom. I'm gonna add a new folder, call it tree trunk. And this is called tree trunk UV. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. So I'm exporting the UV layout so that when let's go to open Photoshop. Now let's go to open the folder of where it is. Brown mushroom, red mushroom, tree trunk. As you can see, there is absolutely nothing here. Weird, I have to select it. UV, export UV layout, tree trunk, export. Oh, that looks like it has to be selected. And beautiful. Now I can draw on this. I can see where everything is. I'm going to go ahead and show my second screen. There you go. Hold up, where's Try to open a new project, new file. Can I please? There we go. And now we're just going to go ahead and drag this over here. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and scoot you to the side. I know it's kind of weird because I have an ultra wide. But basically what I want to do is try to show you guys the tree trunk on the side here. There we go. So I don't like have to be constantly swapping on OBS. I need some water. My God, my throat is so dry from talking so much. Okay, another thing that I need to do. Let's hide this for just a second here. It's kind of confusing. Quickly before I start, I just want to show this process. I'm going to go ahead and save the Photoshop project in the tree trunk and call it tree trunk underscore diffuse. And then I can just drag the folder right in there. And if I go into viewport, you can see I have the UV layout loaded on this. And this is actually a good way to see the resolution. Like here it's pretty stretched. Here it's really stretched. Question, do I fix that or will it not be noticeable? I'm thinking it won't really be noticeable. What's important, I think, is these top parts. Like this is a little bit stretched here and there. I think it should be fine. Especially because I'm going to draw right on it, so... I mean, what are you? Oh, I see. I will fix that, you know? I will. I don't know how. Just kind of moving things along. Should be good. Just go select this entire area, just scale you a little bit. There you go. How about you? You're a bit weird. Okay, now if I go ahead and export UV layout, re-export it to you. And bring you back in and save you. And then now I need to reapply this. Yeah, that's sure, it's better. Here it's good. Okay, I'm just gonna start drawing. See what happens. For that, I'm gonna go back to OBS and display you. There you go. Perfect. Now you can see both this and this. Now I'm gonna have to bring my graphics tablet over. Set it up. There we go. And we could start with the fun, the drawing fun. The few times I done this, I already found a bit of a work. What am I thinking of? A workflow. So let's call this. Let's work on the. Do we work on the top first or the sides? I think we'll work on the sides first. So let's call it bark underscore right. Can you do underscore? And can do underscore? Bark right. And then we'll take this auto select you. Hopefully it doesn't select, couldn't find objects. I need to select you. Hopefully it selects only this part. There we go, but doesn't select you. Didn't select you. Is that good? Wait, what is the shortcut? Oh, that's not it. Wait. Okay, but I don't want you to select you. So let's go ahead and... Hold up, I did something wrong. There we go. Okay, I'll just change... What is Shift W? Yep. I'll just manually get rid of that. Huh, it's having trouble selecting all of this properly. Oh, I just realized this is awfully selected. What is going on? Pretty sure is nicely... Okay, I'm just gonna Control Z this. A little bit too far. Control Y doesn't work. Okay, one more time. Select you. That did a alright job. Select a bit of extra there. Oh wait, I'm not actually selecting. God damn it. Wait. There we go. That's good. Just need to remove you. See, and now that's not what I wanted. What if I get box select? What's the shortcut? M. Okay, so cause I think what's happening is that I was doing automatic. Can I do lasso select? What's you? L? L, of course it is for lasso. Go get rid of that. Yeah, I think it's having trouble now because they'll clump together. When I was doing the mushroom, I just selected it and it just worked. Okay, let's expand the border by 5 pixels. That's too much now because everything's so close together. So let's expand it by just 2, not 21, 2. Yep, you want to do this so that you don't get any errors later on. And then let's make this a mask for the bark. Let's add another one. Call it bark left. I don't know which one's left, which one's right. I'm just arbitrarily naming it that. Select you. Couldn't find an object, right? Forgot to select you. See that? Selected perfectly. Let's go to expand it. Also by 2. And have you as a mask. Add another layer. Call it tree trunk top. Let's add another one right away. Tree trunk bottom. Go ahead, just select you. Couldn't find an object. What you talking about? Expand you. As you can see, I'm still kind of, I was about to say rusty, but more, I'm a noob. Only learning about Photoshop. There you go. Now I got nice masks for everything. Short mental pause for myself. It is difficult to do stuff when you're tired. Oh my god. I've really been watching my sleep lately. As in taking care of my sleep, so I'd get enough sleep. Let's do a random color. That's awful. Let's never do random color again in my life. Yeah, so lately I've been making sure I get enough sleep. Lately, for the past long time, honestly. Because in the past, when I was back at school and everything, I didn't really care about my sleep. I mean, I did. I really like sleeping, but I couldn't really sleep because of school. Let's go check out if that color is good. And also because of the game jams and stuff. And because of that, today, I really, really prioritize my sleep. Yeah, that color is actually quite alright. What I've noticed, it's a lot brighter than what it actually is. When later on I'll bring in Unity, we might see that it turns out to be not that bright. Like it'll actually be this kind of dark. It'll be quite dark, that's what I'm trying to say. And we might have to change it, but for now I'm going to base it on what I see in Blender. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Let's go ahead and make it quite a bit darker. Like quite a lot of bit darker. Right around the stems. So as you go up, it gets brighter is the idea. Because I assume it would be a lot dirtier around here. Less sunlight, I don't know, stuff like that. Usually stuff near the ground are darker. Not only because of ambient occlusion. Yeah, sort of like that, maybe even darker. So I'll tell you what, I'll have this bring up. I'll have this go a little bit higher. Yeah, I'm still experimenting with style. It's not like this is the exact style I want. I mean, I really do like it. But I mean, like, no, I definitely want the drawn style. But what I mean about experimentation is how do I draw it? Because that could, that'll completely change how the game looks depending on how I draw it. I decided that I'll just draw how I feel like drawing because that will create, in essence, the perfect textures, right? Because it's exactly what I wanted to create and how I was feeling about it. I'm trying to kind of follow the edges here, as in you can kind of see like right here I could definitely tell like this goes way in and then out, so like here it's definitely really dark. Oops, I got the wrong color. Let's go to get you back. It's like I know that this is, I still have the wrong color. What's going on? I want this color. I'm so confused right now. And then it's drawing this color. What did I do? Oh, all my... Is this the brush? Shit, which, I don't know what brush it was. Not you. Although you are interesting. Was it you? I think it was you. No, not you. There you go, there it is. What is wrong with my colors? Why is it gray? Wait, but it's gray here. What? Now that's interesting. I'm so confused. Look, I want to select... Okay, what if I select this color? Then it's way brighter than it actually is. I see. I think that's why. Okay, I understand. Yeah, that's a lot darker. Okay, well, let's go ahead and model without. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So basically, I had the tree trunk map, and I thought this was only the UV, but there's also a slight. Right around here is also a bit of a. I bring down the opacity. Not of that, the tree trunk. You could clearly see it gets darker, because the UV has a bit of light. Okay, so I'm gonna go without you. Well, I guess I'll at least get the color and turn you back on, because it's useful to see what's going on. Okay, so let's go very dark. What are you? I don't know what you are. Very dark around there, and as you go up, let's go ahead and make sure that's... There we go. I guess one thing about drawing is don't be afraid to add too much color. Like, there, have that go all the way up there. Have a little bit happy little lines. There you go, and now let's go brighter in color. It's a little bit too bright, I would say. And along kind of the roots, like how the root goes like that, and there. So this is the top of the root. I'm gonna color it like that. All the way up to the root. I'm no artist. I'm just throwing my pen around. So seeing what happens. Could turn out pretty cool. Could turn out awful. We will see. Adding some color here and there. Let's right away do this one too. Probably shouldn't do... No, I'm not even drawing on it. That's dumb. I probably shouldn't do both at the same time, because if I decide that this looks awful, I will have to delete and change it. And it will be half the amount of work if I only have to delete one. But I'm going to be confident, you know. I'm going to bet that this will look good, no matter what I do. Because it's very plausible, actually. Let's go to bring a little bit darker, a little bit more of a transition. Blend it just a little bit around the corners. And then go way darker for this kind of edge here. There's an edge here. I think there's an edge right there. I have to delete some of these because I don't know exactly where is what edge. Do I not have... I don't have pressure sensitivity on. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, go darken the edges again. Slime here. Don't have to go too overboard. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm literally not an artist for drawing. I'm a 3D artist, not a 2D artist. I have done a bit of drawing in my days. Not much. Like, you could tell, like, this is amateur work. Amateur. But it's my work. And I'll be proud of it once I'm done. You know, I'm already proud of it. My art style will transform to a specific... Or, my junk will transform... Okay, that sounds awful. But my trash will transform into a specific art style for the game. Which will... I wonder if it'll look like amateur or amateurish. Amateurish. I don't know how to say that. Or will it work and look actually like a fully fledged and polished game? Or will it just look like a bunch of random props drawn by a toddler? We will see. Maybe that will be the style of the game. I don't know. I just don't want to, make the same as everything else. I know, like, it's the problem with the artist wants to be original or whatever. It's not the point. The point is I just want to make a game. I just want to make my game. I don't want to make somebody else's game. I could copy somebody's art style. I probably am definitely copying somebody's art style right now. I just don't know about it because I haven't seen it. Almost everything in the world has already been created. And if I want to be truly original, I would have to go outside, like completely change the way my mythology, I don't know. I'm trying to add like little wood engravings, just lines really. I don't know if this will work out. Well, let's see how it looks so far. It can't hurt to just. Oh, that actually looks quite interesting. Let's go ahead and get rid of the UV. Are you smoothed? It's hidden. I don't know how to unhide you. That actually doesn't look half bad. It kind of looks like that has to be. Oof, that was completely misplaced by me. Where are you? That's that. Right there. Let me add that. Add the darkness. Now, what if I make you... No, never mind. Okay, but this looks pretty cool. Gotta update the other side. It is kind of pixelated. I don't think it's pixelated. I mean, if you zoom in this close, then yeah, but nobody's gonna be getting this close. Like from here, it looks perfect. Like it looks pixelated here, but that's just the brush stroke I'm using, and it's the one I decided to use because I like it. That looks a bit weird because it's the way I drew it. A little bit stretched, but in general, I think I like this. Let's keep on doodling. Wait, how does it zoom out? There we go. I'm actually gonna figure out which one is you. So you're this. It goes like that. Okay. Let's go turn you back on. Go like that. I see. I see trees of green. So if I go, okay. I didn't realize, but this is actually quite stretched here. So make sure to actually kind of go with the flow of the topology, I would say. I wasn't really doing that earlier, but I think I really should be. Like here, I kind of just went straight like that, but let's go to curve it more like that. And then curve it back. Just go with the flow of topology. Like here, make some curves like that. It goes up here, some other curve goes down here. Follow the topology is what I'm trying to say. Let's see if just following the topology a little bit makes it look better. Still kind of stretched there. Like here, it works nicely. Yeah. I think that's this right here. Let's go get rid of this. It's too... catches your eye too much. Okay, and I'm also gonna work on this one. I forgot about this one a little bit. Remember, follow the topology, and all will be good. How long is this going for? Ooh, this is gonna be like a 2-hour long episode. I'm assuming all of them are gonna be this long. I mean, the tree trunk is specifically difficult. I mean, it's not difficult. This is definitely not difficult. It's probably one of the easier models I'm going to make. I mean, the mushroom is probably the easiest, very small, quick texturing. This, I'm kind of trying to understand the wood texture. I might come back to this at a later date. Like, I know it's one model per day, but that doesn't mean I can't go back to the models to improve on them. And I think I definitely will once I get like a better grasp of how I want to texture my wood. So right now I'm kind of just doing random things, you know. Random lines here and there. It's definitely fun and relaxing. I'm just really tired right now and I kind of don't even feel like doing anymore. I'm just too tired. And my throat hurts from talking so much. I hope this is something that I can get used to. I don't know what I did there. Go ahead, save it. Check how it looks again. Alright, make sure to get rid of you. Rotating like... oh yeah, there's that part. Where are you? You. Yeah, I don't want you to be like that, so I will get rid of that. Nice and easy. There you go. I like that more. That's a nice tree trunk. I like it. Quickly, I guess, just do the bottom. And nothing too... is it drawing? That's the top. Nothing too advanced. Just go do that. Get the dark color. Make almost black. No, maybe a little bit too black. Got a bit of brighter colors. I'll smudge it in there. Make sure the outside is this color so that... yeah, okay. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Okay, now for the top. Let's just go with this. Let's just get this done with. This is taking too long. It's probably gonna take forever to upload to YouTube, I bet. Okay, some random color. Let's see if this color matches. No. Way brighter. Let's say something like this. Yeah, kind of creamy color. I don't like that. I'll fix that in the UV later on. Is it because it's subdivided? Yeah, it's because it's subdivided. I'll fix that in the UV bit later on. Maybe if I go a bit more pale. Or actually darker? No, that's way too dark. More red. It's too much red. More red? Way too much red. More yellow. More orange. I think that's the color I'm going for. No. You know what I'm gonna do? Oak color. Oak color hex. Let's input that and see how it looks. C68227E. That's basically what I had earlier. Yeah, that's basically what I had earlier. But let's go a little bit more on the orange side, I'm thinking. And a little bit more pale. Like that. Because I don't want it to look pinkish. Yeah, yeah, let's go with that. Okay. My base color is there. Let's go ahead and get like darker around the edges. Where it's touching, kind of, I don't know, faking ambient occlusion, but also like this is where dirt would gather, so it gets quite a lot darker. Let's immediately see the update. Gotta bring it in just a little bit more. Let's say. Just nice and gentle. Go a lot darker. Right near the edges. To show that here is really where all of the dust is gathering. Let's see if I... Yeah, it needs to go a little bit more in. Because remember, it was only by 2 pixels, but I did increase it. Not only that, but this mesh is subdivided. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Let's go for now a brighter color. Oh, that's cool. I pressed F instinctively to, I don't know. What does F do in Blender? I have it like that where it's just muscle memory. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm pressing in Blender. I'm just pressing something and it's working. And then when I try to think about it, I don't know what it does. Okay, brighter color in the center. Let's go almost white, maybe even like just a little bit. A little bit here. A little bit more. Bring the white kind of like around like this. Like try to replicate the wood pattern. Kind of replicate it with the highlights first, which I realize you should probably replicate it with the dark areas first, but let's do things a little bit differently, you know? Let's go and zoom in. I don't know why I'm so zoomed out. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I can't un. I kind of want to keep it gentle. I don't want to go too overboard. Like if I just go like that, it's a little bit rough. I mean, maybe that might be good. Just kind of adding detail here and there, you know, it doesn't have to be exact. Trying to get one of those like oak patterns. Show this tree's quite old because it has a lot of layers, not too old. I also have to think about when I'm going to be scaling this up and down. So I don't want to add too much detail because then when I scale it down, it's going to look weird. But also I don't want to add too little because when I scale it up, it's also going to look weird. As it's going to look stretched, but if I don't, maybe I shouldn't, yeah, I think I shouldn't scale this up too much. Just a little bit. But if I want like a very big tree trunk, I'm going to make a different model for that. So I'm going to like a massive tree trunk. I don't know if you could hear that. Yeah, it looks like it's catching on the microphone. Boy, I hope they stop soon. I don't know what that is. They might be... Well, I live in a flat, so... sometimes this stuff is unavoidable. Let's just try to ignore that. I know that not much people... I mean, definitely... If anybody is here at this point in the video... I mean, unless you skip to this point, which is alright. But still, if you've catch this part, then props to you. Because this is really boring. Nothing too interesting is happening. I am aware of that. I'm just making a tree trunk for the past 2 hours almost. God, I need to finish this up, go to gym and work. But this is looking nice. I'm liking this. Like I'm just adding a detail here and there. And it's looking nice. Add some more highlights. Some like stronger ones here and there, you know. Make it really pop. Yeah, oh yeah, that looks nice. Let's see how it looks here. Feisty. Oh, you know what I forgot about? I forgot. See, that's why I should have been working with this, because I would have known that this... Oof. Okay, that's alright. Because what I'm going to use... I forgot. What was it called? Good thing I have Photoshop, because I have... I used it. I used it earlier. I just don't remember. I know what it is, but I don't know where it is. Smudge. I don't think it's smudge. It's not smudge. I know it's not smudge. Come on. Actually, no, I used this in GIMP, not here. But I know this also has it. Going through every single one. One by one. Let's try the smudge. Oh, okay, no, that's not what I want. What is a sponge tool? Is it just draining the color of everything that touches? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. I was looking for a deform tool. You know what? When you don't know something, you Google it. That's how it works. Photoshop deform tool. Warp images and paths. The warp tool, there it is. Oh, it's really on my. There they are. I didn't have my glasses this entire time. I guess it was more of an artistic thing, so I don't really need it. Transform warp, it's called. I don't see. You know what? Okay, it's great. I'll figure that out another time because this isn't even the situation to use it in. I thought it was, but I think it's not. Because I don't know why. Just because that kind of goes nicely. You know, it just goes nicely. That's all. I don't have any other reason. Do I need another reason? Let's go to keep you kind of darker. And then now what I want is these sort of lines going down. Some thicker ones too. I don't want it to be all just, uniform lines. That's a mistake in art. Get them all different shapes and sizes. One thin one that only goes a little bit. Then another one that just completely covers it up. There we go. Get some bright hider. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. It's also like gives you a bright edge. Give you a very bright edge now. Get some white in there. Literally just randomly. And let's see how that looks now. Much better. Now they actually have this kind of discontinuity. Let's go ahead and get like this black for more contrast. Just this random kind of nub. Yeah, I like that. Okay, just blacken this part up, kind of show like it's a little bit corroded or old or burnt. I don't know. Show that's not clean. Is it even showing it? A little bit. There you go. Let's also do it here. Why not? A little bit there. A little bit there. Let's actually make this one like long. There we go. Yeah, not bad, not bad. One thing I want to change is you. Let's go ahead and grab this color, we'll make it way brighter. And then now my idea is, with this way brighter color, I go to do the top part here. Have it go a little bit down here and there. And then U2, is this the top part? Yeah, it's the top part. You go a little bit down like that. Let's see how that looks. I can reverse it if I don't like it. Yeah, that's nice. Where are you? I see, it goes down like that, so I should definitely try to replicate. How about the other side? Wait, no, that's the wrong side. So you are that up there, and you are... Where are you? Oh, you're that, okay. So if I go ahead and just paint like some more over here, and like go up here, and then make sure to paint you in as well. I want you to be the same so I don't get this kind of sudden clippage. Oof. No. Not no. Oh, another break. I'll tell you what, I'll take the break soon, because I'm about to finish. Either way. Just gotta get this right. I want to bring this into Unity and all today as well, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. As in, like, not enough time. Okay, there you go. It's a little bit weird on this part. Try to fix. Still kind of weird in this part. Where are you? Ah, you're down there, but you're also up here. Okay, let's go ahead and completely get rid of that. There we go. And then, since you are this piece right here, you get rid of that. Let's see how it looks. Much better. Still a little bit more work can be done. Let's check that out. You know, that wasn't smart to place the seam right there. I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, it's fine because you get distracted by this, huh? Okay, well, let's just re-add just a little bit of detail. Just so it's not plain. Just dab here and there. I don't want to add too much detail because you can see it's really stretched there. Yeah, and that's just enough detail. Perfect. Let's go ahead and add darkness to this. What is it exactly? You. I want to add darkness to you. And the tip here. Again. There you go. Perfect. What, you need darkness. Yeah, so this is a little bit of like a back and forth process. I know it'd be better like to get a substance paid or something. But I don't have that, and I'm cheap. I can't afford it. Yeah. like that. This is good. Could probably do better. Oh, you know what? One last thing, really quick, is the LODs. A reason this will be quick is because I just do LOD 01. Wait, 00? Wait, I already forgot how this. LOD 0. Duplicate U. Get rid of U. Apply U. And then the last LOD. Unsubdividing does not look good. Okay, I just want to fix that real quick. I'm thinking about, so I guess I'll do this manually. I'll just get rid of a lot of unneeded detail. This entire thing, gone. The lower LED models do not need to be clean, I'm thinking. Especially, I'm doing this really fast right now because this has been taking too long. Yeah, like that, the alarm came up, that already, my break is done. I'll have a longer break soon, that's why I'm not taking this break, as in I'm gonna go work out. Can I like get rid of this? Not really, but I will. And then I'll fix you up. Where are you broken? Can I please select the tree trunk diffuse? There we go. Now I can see exactly what's broken. Let's move it around. Just make sure 500. This one had how much? 600. Yeah, and there's still, in my opinion, too much. Like I said, the low LEDs really do not need much detail at all. And they really do not need to look good. So let's just go get rid of most of these spike thingies. I do kind of want to keep this curve, you know? This one's redundant. This one's also redundant. This one's redundant. This one's definitely redundant. Overrated. Aren't you selecting all the way? Overrated, overrated. I will join these two, however. My throat is getting really sore. I need to finish up. Overrated? I think that's kind of important. Just to keep that general shape. This one's also quite important to keep that general shape. This one does not keep the general shape. Neither does this one. Nor does this, really. You also don't really do much for me. Neither do you. Especially you. Yeah, so this is, I guess, the process for getting a lower level of detail. Just getting rid of things. Getting rid of shit that you don't need. Merge these together. Merge these together. Redundant detail. Yeah, they're really starting to hit on that hard. Let's go ahead and join that up so I don't lose too much volume there, because you don't want to lose too much volume. It's the thing here. Because once you lose that volume, you ain't getting it back. There's a lot of topology here. Don't like that. So let's get rid of it. Boom. Merge you. Yeah, I got some triangles. That's all right. And I can actually get rid of a lot of the bottom here. Alright, I could definitely get rid of that one. So you're kind of just seeing how much you can get away with. How much can I get rid of? Surprisingly, it's actually quite a large amount. Now I'm just trying to get rid of the white spots. Like any place the texture gets white, I want to get rid of that. Like that, oh, especially that. Now let's see, 285 versus the first one, which is 2,400. I think nearly 10 times less is good. And if you go all the way back here, the point of LODs is you go all the way back here and you switch out the first one for the last one, you can barely see a difference. Which is perfect. And of course, once you're close, here you could obviously see a difference. But for like from here, this version versus this version is... You can't see a difference, mainly because it's actually changing form quite a bit, which is actually my fault. I think this one is a necessary loop cut. There we go. I wish I could just swap, but yeah. There are some white parts, ugly. I'm going to get rid of that real quick, and I'm going to finish up. I want to import this into Unity and see how it looks, but don't have time for that. This took a lot longer than I expected it to. I'm going to have to get a proper workflow. Hopefully, after a week of doing this every single day, I will become fast at this, because this was insane. I don't have what to talk about all this time. Even though I'm not doing this for you guys, I'm doing it for myself. For selfish reasons. I'm still trying to, for some reason, keep up the talk. I don't know what you are. Am I going to worry about that? I guess I am. I'm just going to unwrap you. Don't scale that. Unwrap. Turn off that, and then scale you. There you go. What are you? What are you? What are you? There you are. So I just want to get rid of all the white because that's definitely going to be noticeable from a distance, even from a distance, because it's just going to be this random white splotches. But if it's the same color, at least you won't really see it. There's a bit of white here. There we go. There we go. Tree trunk. Go to get a, I don't know, a thumbnail shot. I actually like the LED version 2 a bit more because this one's a little bit too smooth. Maybe it's too rough. You know what I'd also do? Let's change this to cycles. Get a cooler shot. Oh, that is very green for some reason. I don't know. It is what it is. Thanks for watching. That's my tree trunk model.